Hello, Divine Sunshine. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your daily reading. This is going to be for January 24th. I hope that you took time out to look at my January 23rd. I don't know, the powers of forces of negativity or whatever was really trying to stop that from getting out. I mean, I had the dickens of the time trying to do that. I filmed the day before, so this morning, trying to get those things out, it just wouldn't, and that's why I end up having multiple copies. I was like, just forget this, leave it up there, because already we had some people, some of you all were pretty much subscribers, were talking and saying things back on one video and then the other one, and I just say forget it. I just have it up there twice because it must really been needed for you all to have to see that information. But that prayer at the end, I mean, it was just everything. And I was even howling and laughing at my own self, saying the things that I said in the reading for January 23rd. That I was like, oh my God, I said that. You didn't lost your mind. You ain't got no sense. Yeah. And I said, we ain't got no sense on that. I was like, dang. So, I just really, I was just cracking up laughing. Well, and that's good. And I can see that I was even healing my own self about that. So let's jump right on into, I got a reading today, several of them, clear. So let's go wrong the second time before. Let's look and see what is the intentions for the 24th. This is a special day for several reasons. You out there know who you are. Why it's special today? So, what is the intentions for the collective for today, the 24th? Okay, we ain't trying to write no story. These same cards. We got 1,000 other cards of this same thing. So, serve. Again, if you could run your own country, what would it be like? So that means if you could really create your world the way that you had wanted to be, and you were in leadership to run your own life the way you had wanted to be, what would you do? How would you run it? And that means as far as in the ability of serving others. Remember again, our mission and purpose. Those two things, those are very prevalent things that really, as far as the driving force for us on this unisoul journey, is to serve others, become that beacon of light or become that light worker for others. Okay, so then again, we got to keep in mind, so they want us to know today to keep the intentions of, if we could do our own world the way we want to, how will we be able to serve and benefit others in that? How will we be able to do our mission and purpose in the manner in which it is helping and making the world better? Okay, so that's it. So let's look and see about what are some events that's going to kind of lead on that theme. Clear. Let's do the Divine Masculine first. We'll switch it up. Divine Masculine, what's happening with him? And for the Divine Feminine, today of the 24th, what's happening with that? Oh, I love it when they just sticks right on up there like that. And can I get some clarifiers for that one as well? Thank you. Clear, my little lovelies, my little favorites. Can you clarify that card for me? Thank you. Can you clarify? Oh, thank you. And can you clarify this one? Wow, that's a book there. Okay, Divine Feminine. No, Divine Masculine. Sorry. I said it in my head and came out the other way. Excuse me. Divine Masculine. Yours is events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. This came in reverse. I'm picking up, it's a two-way, it's a fork in the road, and it depends on what set of Divine Masculine we're talking about. If you're the Divine Masculine that's been at the work, you've been about changing things, then this card would represent to you an emphasis. So yes, events are moving fast at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things are happening all at once. If you're one of the ones to say, I'm just waking up from my slumber, from my hibernation, knowing who I am, just slightly waking up, I'm kind of opening up my eyes, I'm stretching in the bed, I ain't fully on the side of the bed. To me, that first with me reading it would be the Divine Masters, like on the side of the bed, and like, okay, I'm up, I'm woke, I've just got to get my bearings before I get to moving. This other one I'm talking about that would be in reverse, so that means the events are slow moving. The delays are still there, and really it's barely to no movement or no movement at all that's happening all at once. Okay, so that would be the ones that's still in the bed, heard the alarm clock go off, but they ain't got their behind out the bed. Okay, that's you set. Underlying clarifying both sets of you all is because it's unfinished business, an unfinished symphony that is going on. So right now you got some business. I think, and I want to say it has business about who you are. Again, back to this serving the world, how you creating your world, and how what you're doing is benefiting others in your world. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. So you got some explaining, and you got some things that you's unfinished business. Like I said, depending on what set, if you just set this on the side of the bed, I'm preaching to the converted. Like I used to have teachers, they always say, I already know, book, I ain't got to talk to you. I'm preaching to the converted. So he already knows. I still got some work to do, but I'm at it. That's why I got him at the crack of dawn, got the alarm clock going off. And that's why I'm saying, okay, now I'm going to be up and about the business doing. This other one that's still asleep in the bed, with the covers, say I heard the alarm clock, but like, can I get a couple of more extra minutes set on the alarm? This one here is like, it's just unfinished business. He knows it, but you're not kind of doing too much of an action to do this. Universe is now doing a call to action for both sets of these masculines that I'm talking to. They say it's time to move. It's time for you to finish this symphony. It's time for you to finish up this business that you done got kind of looming and lingering. It's kind of you got to tie up these loose ends that you got going there. For the divine so it's some things, some actions. Today is action day. Like I run my organization, my little group that I have, and we had like at the bottom of the notes, it was like, these are action items. So today is an action item day, which is you really starting to look and see what things do you need to start kind of working on. Divine Masculine. I'm gonna pull in this saying, so I can get a little bit more what the other set clarification. What's the energies? What is this? Clear. What things has got to be unfinished? Woohoo! The garden and the gate. So you got to start opening up this gate and making your way into your spirituality. You've been standing in that gate quite a while. It's almost like when you was a child and your mom's like, okay, now wait, hold up a damn second now. You going to make up a choice. Either we in the house or we out the house. We ain't going no back and forth, in and out like this stuff. We going to pick and choose whichever way we going to go. So that's the same thing. So the universe is like, okay, either we're by the gate, or we opening the gate, or we're going through the gate. But we ain't going to keep on opening and closing it and opening it and closing it and opening and closing it when it comes to our emotions, because this is the feminine. So this is the emotions that's being established here, and this is as far as the divine feminine. We've got to open up and start going into our spirituality. That's what you're getting pushed in. This came in reverse. Man holding the heart. Again, for your two sets, the one that this came in reverse for, this would be the ones who is on the side of the bed saying, I'm about to get up and wash up and get with the things of the day, items of the day, these action items that the spirit has dropped off with me. I'm learning how to, right now in the midst of all this, is learning how to hold a man is hold his heart, which means he's able to master his emotions. This other one, that's him. This other one that's saying, I heard the alarm, I want to stay in bed a little longer. This one right here is like, I'm holding it. It's really at the position that spirit say, I see you holding it, not in the right position. The way you got it, it's supposed to be going face down, not face up. So you really kind of doing things in an awkward way as far as life, and getting things in position that they're in the way they're supposed to be. You're doing things against the curve, and the spirit is like, we're not liking it. Because, I'm picturing some of the divine masculines, and not talking about you, but some of the divine masculines are calling themselves shortcutting it. It's like a person say, they gave you directions. The spirit say, hold the heart. Okay, all right there. Now, everybody know you hold the heart just the way, in a manner like this. You saying, yeah, I'm holding it. Say, well, hold on a second. That's not how we want you to hold the heart. Well, you didn't say hold the heart. You didn't tell me how. Okay, so now, to me, the spirit in some ways, how people say, I don't want to be lying on spirit, but the spirit is saying in some ways, you didn't kind of play the little kind of syntax, semantics with words here. And now at this point, it's time for you to kind of now, you got to stop playing this around this, saying, well, I'm doing what you told me to. And so now it's like, no, it ain't standing by the gate, opening the gate. We said open the gate and go through the gate. Well, yeah, I'm by the gate. No, that's not what I told you. I told you that. So, the universe to be is get to the point just like about say, oh, okay, yeah, okay, all right, bet. All right, watch this. Stand right there and watch what's about to happen next, okay? See, you think you playing, you think you cute, right? Okay, I got something for you behind. So that's the next thing, I rather, when it comes to spirit, I rather move on my own than let spirit do it. Because, baby, when the spirit do it, you best believe you're going to get that pop. It's going to kick you, say, and use prayer. Yeah. Because, spirit and universe, you pick that like the universe of God's little thing. His little thing, is just small. When he does it, it's like, oh my God, he done throw me into next week. It's really big when they get to doing that stuff. So I would rather me trying to say, okay, I see the writing on the wall, divine masculine. Let me be like the other masculine that's on the side of the bed. Say me at least give the universe understanding that, listen here, I'm washing up and I'm getting ready. I ain't staying in the bed, hearing the alarm clock going off, and I'm saying, yeah, okay, I hear you, God. Give me a couple, give me an extra 5. And God saying, I done gave you extra 5. Your extra 5 is 5 years, okay? But you thinking it's 5 minutes. It ain't no 5 minutes to me. In my time, that's been 5 years. So it's time for you to kind of get to moving. I don't know how many times you're going to hit this alarm clock on about what you got to do, but let's kind of get to going, okay? So that's what explaining now. For the divine feminine, you have 2 events that's going to help you to know about what you're going to do in the world today, which is we have glasses, because I can't see a thing. This is not going to work. Okay, all right. So we have here the Emperor, Archangel Gabriel. This is lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Okay. I want to say something is saying you on the cusp of something. Like your abundance is just like right there. And you just don't know this. You're getting ready to give birth to your dreams. And so you got to learn how to nurture yourself in others. That goes back to about serving others in your space. This right now is a real time that's very kind of crucial, in which you're in labor to giving your birth to your dreams. And that's funny because I do see this out of this. Right now, you don't want peace, and I'm going to tell you why you don't want peace, and this came in reverse, because sometimes, you get peace, you just kind of get not complacent, but you kind of just really, just very melancholy about some things, and, we, right now, if we in the time for birthing, you already know they didn't have children, you ain't sitting there talking, okay, all right. Okay, and they saying, push, Miss Divine Sunshine, push. Yeah, I'm just going to be peaceful and zen-like right now. And, I'm just going to let the waves of the pain just flow over me. Well, if it's time to give birth, it's time for you to be an active participant in this time. So this is why I was saying, no, not peace is not it. You pretty much have had some peace before, like they say, a calm before the storm. You've had that. You've came at peace with some things. And that's what's helping you to get to this moment that you're saying, okay, I got to get birth to this dream. You're going to have a message in a bottle, something kind of way, and that's funny. That's a stork. So that's almost like this message or this dream is going to be brought to you. And somebody's going to help bring this into fruition, or help you almost be like a Lamaze coach in doing this, because you're going to get some message. This message is going to be from an unlikely source or unlikely person that you say, oh my God, I would have never thought you would have helped me on my journey. So that's what is going to happen. Also, you have, and then you're going to play things by the book. This is not time for you to, for me, when I see about playing things by the book, this is not time for you to go rogue. This is not time for you to redo some things and change some things up and get experimental with your spirituality. Whatever you have been doing up until now, I would say continue to do that. Especially with seeing this almost like this is a levels to it. Stair steps. One thing, one idea, change to another idea, change to another idea. This is what I see here when it says going by the book. So continue on whatever you're doing here, that maybe you wanted to start a business, maybe you've been talking to people, you've been creating business plans, you've been researching and things like that. Keep on that path doing whatever that you are doing, because like I said, you're getting ready to give birth. So that's the same thing, just like having a baby or giving birth to a baby is the same thing. Same procedure, no eating before if you can, but if you get there, or they're gonna give you some ice chips, things of that nature. It don't change. You can't tell nobody, go over there, just say, I'm sure it's hungry, go to McDonald's, I see McDonald's on the corner, and go get me a Big Mac before I give birth. No, we ain't reinventing the world. That's been the same instituted when your mom gave birth to you, her mom's mom gave birth to your mom, and whatever like that. So in order for us to do that, we have to keep those things in mind. We got to play things by the book. Let's not get rogue. Or also, I'm picking up, they're saying, and don't create any more karma, any kind of other things that would cause to be another blockade to you getting this thing. Okay, Divine Feminine. Also with you, we got the 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. This came in reverse. Again, like I said, you're getting ready to give birth. So there should be some happy things going on. And that's what this is. So things are turning out the way you'd hope for. You're seeing things in a positive light about the situation, and you're not crying over spilled milk. Something tells me that maybe it's the Divine Feminine. You done had some moments that you have cried over spilled milk, and you was like, you know what, it's que sera, whatever will be. New attitude about the whole thing. I got a new attitude. Do. I've been hurt, the worries I feel. I know what to do. Ooh. I got a new attitude. So you got a new attitude about this. It's like, I ain't gonna get no attitude. I don't need no worries. We ain't gonna get all upset. No worries about that. Be happy. So you done been there and done that. And so we're trying at this point, like I said, going by the book. We're not gonna keep on repeating the same stupid over again. Like you say, you keep on repeating the same crazy again, expecting different results. That's called insanity. Okay, so now with this, why is that? Because the soulmate thing is on the line. So you're feeling the soulmate becoming closer, and you're preparing and getting ready for that, because the penguins, they mate for life, and in order for that to happen, that needs to occur. You at the point that you saying, you know what, I'm gonna breathe. You know, I've seen also somebody was saying, and it's so funny. I've heard one of my coworkers was at a workshop today, and I was hearing her doing. They called that cleansing breath, or they were saying somebody called. I think it was the twin breath or something like that, where you kind of cleanse and you put the a sound with it. With that, and so at the same time you feeling like you breathing, getting rid of, cleansing yourself, you know, so you can be able to breath, just like giving birth, the breathing, the breath exercise, right? You know, all those things, you getting ready to give birth. That's funny, understanding about that's funny that this brought up about this breath here. No place like home. I want to say right now, you know what, you're not focusing in on that, because some of the ways you start focusing in on that, you become more anxious and more, you know, it gets more anxiety about the whole thing. That's the thing, just like, you know, you're giving birth, you know, you don't keep on, you know that, but the more you talk about the pain and you concentrate on the pain, that's why they try to say, breathe. Why breathe? Get your mind off the pain. So you can go, so get your mind off of home. It's like, you know, am I doing right? Am I saying the right things? Is my actions lined up for me to be able to set home? Is this going to help draw him in? Is this going to bring him in? And so that's why it came in reverse, is saying, you know what, don't keep on focusing in on those things. That's not really, at this point, that's not something you should really be focused in on, okay? Because like I said, it creates more anxiety about the thing. We know you set forth for a home. That's pretty much an understatement. That's it. And so you got to be flexible, because things will occur, happen, things change, so things get added onto this journey. And so, you know, you learn how to see home at the distance, just like you all on that journey card that is safe to love, where he's going at the foot and you on the horse. You've got to learn how to be able to balance your energies. You got to balance your emotions. You got to balance the divine masculine and the feminine things, energies as well. And so then you just create this great balance, so you can be flexible. So, you know, wherever the wind takes you, wherever you go, you say, okay, I'm flexible. I'm ready to go with that. Okay. All right. Next thing, let's see about what's happening with love. Clear. For the divine masculine. Okay. I'm gonna handle the divine feminine first. Let's bounce back and forth. We do tag team. Divine feminine, your thing came out. Keep an open mind. This came out in reverse. I want to say the reason why that came out in reverse is because right now I see the target sign. Clear. You have a laser beam target and focus on what you actually want to have going on with that. Okay. It's all different ways. Okay, so divine feminine. You want to keep this open. You don't want to keep it open mind. You want to have a laser beam. Okay. Laser beam. Focus on this. I see the target sign on there, because you at the point that I would say that you're becoming poised and confidence in some things. I want to say also that you're not quite all the way confident on it. You know, I feel good, just like a bars on a cell phone and letting you know how much power you got. You know, I'm going to say good of you. I'll say I'm making my way. Maybe I'm on that 80%. I'm on 80% charged up on confidence going on right now. And so that's why I say about the confidence in knowing of having this laser beam thing. So right now you're not really being open-minded, and I would say why you're not being open-minded, because when you're open-minded, you're kind of letting a lot of things come in, And that's been half of our problems, divine feminine, is that, we can watch a channel, somebody say something, you're like, yeah, you know what, you sure is right. Then somebody will say, oh, you know what, yeah, you sure is right. And then you're like, oh, yeah, you sure is right. Okay, all right, now stop. You got to become very rooted and grounded in what is your principles of what you're seeing happening or occurring, especially with the intentions of the day statement, which is, if you could pretty much run your own world, how would you do it, and how would it be able to benefit others? Okay, how would it serve yourself? How would it serve your twin? How would it serve others as well? Okay, for the divine masculine, you have religious factors. Your love life is in being influenced by spiritual and religious factors. Okay, and with those things that's going on, is really having you focused in on what makes you happy. The divine feminine is one way of pretty much the focal point of that. But I would say what would make you happy as far as in your emotions as well. How are you unlocking things? How are you being on top of the world? How are you balancing things out? And finding things to celebrate as well. Okay, so that's in your spirituality. Okay, and then also observer. So you got observer comes in reverse. I would say pretty much with that, especially with this being an unfinished symphony and you standing there by that garden gate and you're not doing, the universe is saying in so many words, it's like, stop just standing there and say, I don't know what to say. She keeps on passing me by. What's the word? Walk on by. So you watch everybody walk on past, go into union, get their stuff together, whatever you dealing with that's going on, and you didn't just sat there and say, okay, I'm just going to sit here and just observe. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Look what they did. Oh, that's nice. They did that. Okay, so you done been in observer mode for a while, and the universe is saying you got to be active, especially when we talk about looking into your beliefs spiritually about this situation and religiously. Well, to me, when I say if you're not religious, I would say religious would be about what thoughts do you think of constantly over and over again religiously. That's what that means. And for the divine masculine, also you got codependency. That's coming in reverse. So that means whatever's going on with you and these addictions, person, place, or things, you're getting to the point that you're no longer letting that affect you. And something is coming along in the face. I told you they kind of a little tired about this. I told you you're going to get that from the universe. They little pop. Be a big pop when it gets to you. And so some things, some fated things is going to line up. Now I'm getting to the fork in the road. There's a couple of you all that, you still going to be dealing with these addictions, these codependency. And some of you all is not, because you still in it, you're not going to get these things, stars aligned. These fated events that's going to help you to get out of these situations. There's a fork in the road. There's a percentage of you all that this is for. This like, nah, I know I'm codependent. I'm still codependent on her. I ain't seeing the light. And so, yeah. So, the universe was, like I said in the other read, was getting ready to bless you with something. And then it was like, take it on off the table. He ain't ready to get rid of that codependency. We's going to bring you to the divine feminine, but you done messed that up. So, that's something to kind of look into. Let's look at some things that you need to surrender. Clear. Okay. These are some things you need to surrender. Divine masculine, you need to surrender worry. Let's see the divine divinity that matches up with that. And the divinity that matches up with this. Oh, you got two and you got two. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So now, for the divine masculine, you have God of obstruction. That means even out of destroying things or things getting rid of in your path, even when those things do happen, they are a blessing in disguise. So some things, whatever's happening here, this kind of delaying you, it's kind of slowing you down. This is a blessing in disguise for why it's saying, nope, not just yet. Let us kind of figure out some things on the end. Because I remember one time, I remember I was running late for something, and it looked like this every damn gone thing came into my pathway. And I think while I was on my way, either going to work, I had seen, no, it was coming, leaving for work. I remember the story. I was leaving work, and then I was getting ready to get ready to go home. And then one of the parents, it looked like everybody was stopping me. Kids were stopping me. Hey, Miss Bowie, how you doing? Going and hugging and talking to me about nonsense. Teachers, parents coming and stopping me. I was like, what the heck going on here? Y'all ain't never stopped me before when I'm getting out the door. So then I got into my car, drive down about 2 or 3 blocks down from the school. What happens? It was a shooting. If I would have came there, right there, a little bit, a couple of minutes before, a couple of seconds before, I would have been caught right up in that crossfire of gun shooting. So, sometimes these obstructions come along to kind of, it's a reason for that. Because either they're moving things out the way, your union team, or they putting something in your path to help you to kind of recognize where you should be actually going. Okay, so with that, when that does happen, these instructions happen, it says surrender your worry. Make a commitment not to lead any in anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Okay? And for the Divine Feminine, you have 2 cards. Okay. All right. So we have surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream. So yes, when you talk about this divine master, or either at the your job or some kind of career that you want to do, yes, by all means, let your imagination take over. And then you got to have balance. Okay, so create some kind of sense of balance when you're doing that, especially being creative, that you don't overdo it and overburn yourself out. That's one thing. And then we also have yeah. Okay, and then next we have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationship. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. And that's funny. Next one, this came out, which was the next one came out, which was boundaries, which was interesting. So that goes along with you learning your limits. Okay. Let's see. I did that. Let's see what the Spirit. Clear. What is divine masculine? Want to say to the divine feminine? What does the divine feminine want to say to divine masculine? Have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. So divine masculine say, have a little faith. All right. Divine masculine. You're saying to the divine feminine, consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Okay, that's good. And like another question would be saying, if I walk through the door, are you ready for me? Are you saying, hold on a second, let me put up this wig, let me put up this gown, let me clean up the kitchen, because I just been living like a little bachelor and all that stuff. I mean, bachelorette. Yeah, I'm a little bachelor. Those things you got to consider. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Yeah, a lot of times we wear that heavy on the divine masculine, but we too have to kind of start looking and considering about how we helping them, our teacher leads, to build to build a foundation that is I'm trying to see here, these foxes. Yeah, so you got to become wise, a stable foundation. Okay. Next, you want to say to your divine feminine is do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. So don't bother calling all the time, text to see what's happening. You know, give us a breathing room. Take that same energy that you want to talk to somebody and think about, is there somebody maybe you haven't connected in a while? Maybe that might be a nice, good chat to do with them. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Yeah, love does make the round go round. And next, action speaks loudly. Express your love through your actions. So he wants you to, she wants you to, masculine, to start expressing yourself through love. Love makes a difference. Heal from the past hurts. Provide a secure sense of security. That's true. And the next one is be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Said that in the last reading. I told you that one of the readers, he stated that he always just said, you can't picture union, you don't need to be trying to mess around with this divine soul journey, because you know, if you can't see it, how's the universe going to be able to support you and build that dream for you? So that's something got to kind of keep in mind as well. Okay. Okay. Is this them? Yeah. Let's see what the universe has to say. Clear. To divine masculine. What does universe has to say, divine feminine? Okay. Journey within. Focus on the love. Know your truth. Makes sense. Kindness counts. And that's true. Especially when you're trying to deal with out there in the world. Okay, and do those things. It does. It goes a long way. People bend over backwards for you to do things. All right, so I'm not gonna read the small ones because I got enough reading to go to. All right, then. So I would say until next time you want a reading with me, go to Divine Twin. Oh, sorry, Divine Unisouls 11, and you can get a reader for me for $11 for 30 minutes. Yeah. So I'm getting other messages too. Okay, that's fine. And so that's where you go to get a reading. Remember, I'm running this special because it's my anniversary month, and so that is my way of saying thank you. Okay, just $11 special. All right, until next time, Divine Sunshiners, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago.